There's a lot to dig into when it comes to the Gunners, but the underlying issue, and we discussed this in midweek when I covered the North London derby, but we have to bring it up again. Massively underperforming the XG. They're just not clinical enough because they're still creating chances. They've got wonderful creative players like Martin Odegaard, but no one to finish it. How much of an issue do you think this is from now till the end of the season? Because we don't know if they're going to buy anybody.
Yeah, well, it depends what they want. If they want to win the Premier League, it's an issue. It's simple as that, because you need to finish your chances. You can be as dominant as you want, but it's such a tough league. It's a robust league, and teams are able to dig in if they're getting battered and not conceding. Most teams have got the quality to score. And Arsenal just seem to be on top, creating the chances, but they've just not got the man to put them away. Obviously, Saka being missing is huge because he was able to score and be so prolific from that right-hand side, but it's just Havertz, it's just not happening for him. Even when it looked like Jesus was going to score a few goals for the team, he's out. It's a tough moment for them.
I mean, Sharpie, if we extend it further throughout the course of this entire season, Saka's got 5 league goals so far this campaign. He's missing 13 assists, but let's not forget about that part as well. However, the issue, depending, well, it doesn't matter who's on the pitch, was they can't seem to score from open play, Sharpie.
No, I think it's just the out-and-out goal scorer, isn't it? I think, Havertz is a nice, tidy player, but you wouldn't have him down as a clinical, ruthless number 9 finisher. They're creating loads of opportunities in really good areas, and they're not finishing games off. We saw that against Man United last week or the week before. Should have probably been 4 up at half-time, and they're just not putting chances away.
You know, this Arsenal side are on the same number of points and the same goal difference as they were at exactly this stage last season. So they're not far off the mark. Yeah, I was surprised in the summer that Arsenal didn't try, and maybe they did try, but they didn't secure an out-and-out goal scorer. I felt that's one thing that they needed to do, and I kind of looked at who they brought in, and it was more to kind of be more solid and defensive rather than a bit more bold and attacking.
That's what I was saying when I answered the question there, Gary. Like, how much will it affect them not having a goal scorer? It depends what they want. They've built this platform. They're not a top team who's won the league previously in recent years, and they just need to kind of stay as they are and maybe improve a little bit. Yeah. They've improved gradually, put themselves in second, if you like. Yeah. To go that next level, you have to have someone scoring prolific goals for you, and that was obvious. We all knew that they were coming up against. They'd have had City in their eyes. Yeah. And that's Erling Haaland, guaranteed goals. Even if he's having a potentially not very good season, he's still putting the numbers up. Sure. Liverpool, Salah scoring over and over again, and other players knocking in. So there's no secret to winning the league. No. To win that league,
well, there's lots of components, but you do need that prolific goal scorer.
They've built everything else. Yeah. They've built everything else, and they've given Arteta they've given him the ammunition to build everything else. Yeah. So
well, they dominate games, don't they? Possession-wise, yes. They dominate games and they create loads of chances. They just don't have that natural goal poacher.
Was Arteta there when, I can't remember now, when City won the league without a recognised striker? Do you remember that? They played with a false 9. Yeah,
they would have done. That was, yeah, he definitely would have been there.
He was still there. I don't know if maybe he's trying to borrow from what he learned during that period, if he doesn't have anybody that he can trust.
Yeah, well, I think that's obviously, I think he definitely is thinking that. He's 100%. Yeah. I think he genuinely does really believe in Kai Havertz. I remember speaking to Frank Lampard when he had him at Chelsea, and even when he was getting pelters, he said, trust me, this guy is special. So he must be showing things in training. They must really rate him as a player. But the pressure's just piling up on him, and it's tough when it's not necessarily his position, and there's no getting away from it. They're relying on him to score the goals, and he's not.
As an observer, nothing but an observer, do you think he has something about him that will be enough? Havertz.
As a number 9 to win you the league?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Same question to the both of you.
Well, for me, absolutely no. I sat in this studio at the start of the season and I said that Havertz won't get anywhere near 20 Premier League goals, and they need their striker at Arsenal to get into that sort of area. So if he's going to be the striker, you know, he and Arsenal will fall short.
Yeah, no, I think you've probably got the perfect number 9 in the other team here. Watkins, they probably should have gone and broke the bank and bought someone like that.
Do you reckon he could have made the difference? I think, would he suit Arsenal?
Without a doubt, yeah. I think he would suit any team. I think he holds the ball up well, he brings people in well, and he's a goal scorer.
And his work rate, Joe. It's not. We know Arteta's demanding of all his players.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I think that kind of Premier League elite level now, it's you know, the days of kind of Cristiano, Ronaldo, or Zlatan walking around the Premier League have gone, especially in those top end teams. People are always on the move. They're always on the run. And I don't think Havertz is, you know, he looks quite cumbersome the way he moves, but that's just his movement. I've no doubt that he works hard and his numbers are top. Just saying, to put him as your 9 and to pin your hopes, there's no like I said, Arsenal put themselves in, they're back as a Champions League team now. That's not a question. It was whether they were going to go to the next level, and it doesn't look like they are.